Wingsight is a Reaper that scale primary with strength, dexterity, and fate. This weapon combines holy damage with bloodlust build-up, and its powerful skill Hyper Armor lets you unleash devastating attack without fear of interruption. Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create unstoppable Wingsight build in early game. This build prioritizes not only high damage output, but also survivability by boosting your health and defense, making you harder to kill. Additionally, you can use this build to help you progress through the entire game. You will get weapon plus 9, optimized talisman, and powerful buff that let you dominate boss with ease. This build is perfect for new players or someone who want a very strong build from the start. This video is divided into 8 different parts, making it easier for you to find what you're looking for. And in every part, I will get you step by step on how to get the item you need to optimize this build. I also provide an active minimap to avoid getting lost, so make sure to watch the entire video to avoid missing any details. So let's get started. Confessor is my class of choice because of its fate along with good strength and dexterity attribute. And for the keepsakes, I like to choose Golden Seed that can be used to grant an additional charge for my class. What I like the most about Wingsight, besides it can inject bloodlust build-up, is its Angel Wing skill that has powerful hyper armor. You can launch a powerful attack without fear of interruption. It can deal physical and holy damage, making it a good choice to defeating undead enemy. Also, you can get this weapon early on without having to fight a boss.
Use it. It will summon Torrent. Treat him with...
Wingsight can be found in a chest in the underground cellar of Tomward Ruin, Weeping Peninsula. As we explore, we can collect a gold pickle full food, Somber Smithing Stone 1, and Stone Sword Key. use wing set effectively and leveling up our character faster, now it's time for rune farming. Before that, let's grab Morning Star, a bleed weapon that we can use for rune farming, located in a chest inside a broken carriage. Next, head to the forested area southeast of the Castle Morne Rampart, Weeping Peninsula, to get the Poison Mist incantation dropped by a Tardob Scarab. Now let's grab some gold pickle full food that can boost rune acquisition by 30% for 3 minutes. One can be found near the waterfall. From the first step side of Grace, go south, you can use Spirit Spring Jump to instantly reach the bottom. Our next destination is the Bestial Sanctum. To get there, use the portal located at the end of the river near the third church of Marika. From here, head south until you reach the Fort Farod.
forgive me to determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering.
Now let's the run farming begin by killing the Elder Dragon Creole using bleed weapons such as Morning Star to quickly deplete his health and earn you a significant amount of runes. When his health is very low, cast the Poison Mist incantation. Once he is poisoned, head back to the site of grace, consume the cold pickle full food, wait for the death animation to start, and immediately rest at the site of grace. With this method, you can do unlimited run farming to leveling up your character over and over again. After kill him 3 times, it's time to leveling up our character. The first thing we have to do is to allocate the attribute for wing set requirement, which are 16 in strength and dexterity, also 24 in faith, and I put the rest in vigor for survivability. To maximize damage output, we can use buff like Golden Vow, Ash of War, and Flame Grant Me Strength incantation. Before that, let's go to the Round Table Hold by talking to Melina and buy a dagger from Twin Matenhas. Golden Vow, Ash of War dropped by a mounted Godric Knight on the cliff southwest above the Death Catacomb. This Ash of War can increase your damage by 11.5% and all damage negation by 7.5% for 45 seconds. Next, return to the Get Front set of Grace, grab the Whetstone knife, and infuse your dagger with Golden Vow Ash of War. You can use this dagger as a dedicated tool for casting this buff. Another one is Flame Granite Strength that can be found on a corpse behind 4 kill. With this incantation, you can boost your physical and fire damage up to 20%, a very powerful body buff for this build to increase insane damage output. For Crystal Tears, I like to use Fate Knot Crystal Tears and Dexterity Knot Crystal Tears to increase my attribute. Fate Knot Crystal Tears can be found in a bow under a tree north of the Demi-Human Forest Ruins. These Crystal Tears can increase your Fate attribute by +10. Another one is Dexterity Knot Crystal Tears that can be found inside a stone receptacle on top of a craggy hill in Liurnia of the Lake. These crystal tears can increase your dexterity attribute by +10.
Hello, it's rather my mistress, but I was accosted. Could I ask that thug only if you've... Oh, what a blessing. The thug, please. The thug, please.
What are you looking at? Trying to start? Show me. Now consider I'm not in love with. You're a shrew first. Alright, things no.
You can also buy Boiled Prawn from Blackguard Pickpocket after purchase Raya Nickel. This is a useful body buff to increase your physical defense by 15% for 60 seconds. To optimize this build, there are some early game talisman that you can use such as Dragon Crest Shield, Sacred Scorpion Charm, and Green Turtle Talisman. Dragon Crest Shield Talisman can be found on the lower level cliff behind the Bestial Sanctum Kelith. This talisman can reduce physical damage taken by 10%, useful talisman for your survivability. Another one is Sacred Scorpion Charm, dropped by Anastasia, an NPC invader located in front of Smoldering Church Kelith. This talisman can increase your holy damage by 12%. Additionally, you can use Green Turtle Talisman to increase your stamina recovery speed. You can get this talisman in the underground area of Summon Water Village. You need a stone sword key to entering the area. Wingside can be upgraded by using Somber Smithing Stone. Since we already have Somber Smithing Stone 1, next we need to collect Somber Smithing Stone 2. Somber Smithing Stone 2 dropped by a Turtop Scarab right from the road behind two massive rocks in Liurnia of the Lake. Somber Smithing Stone 3 can be found inside Raya Lucaria Academy on a corpse behind the altar in the church. To access the Raya Lucaria Academy, first you will need to find the Academy Glintstone key. You can get this key on a corpse behind Glintstone Dragon Smaragd. Before using the elevator, go southeast to buy sleep arrow from the isolated merchant. This is an essential ammunition that we can use to easily defeat the boss later.
Well, there's been an ace. How can I? Have a safe, Jew?
Summer Smithing Stone 4 can be found on a body in a chair in Khalid. Summer Smithing Stone 5 can be found on a corpse in the canyon beside the giant crystal in Khalid. Before we find the next Summer Smithing Stone, let's upgrade our weapon using the material we have.
Your new fame, no matter. Lay out your...
To obtain Summer Smithing Stone 6, return to Raya Lucaria Academy and let yourself be eaten by the abductor vision in the lower area. This will transport you to Volcano Manor. From here, you can grab the Silversmithing Stone 6 on a corpse on the roof. To obtain Silversmithing Stone 7 can be challenging because we need to defeat Godskin Noble to accessing the area. Now it's time to using our bow with Sleeping Arrow and follow this gate correctly to easily kill Godskin Noble. When he appears, immediately performing mighty shot with your bow using Sleep Arrow. He will start to sleep after you shoot him twice. From here you can buff yourself with Crystal Tears, Golden Vow, and Flame Green Mistring. Move to his side, then do 1 charge attack, followed by 2 normal attack, then a weapon skill until he stagger. Do a riposte, then immediately switch to your bow and do mighty shot twice to make him fall asleep again. From here you can do the same technique, 1 charge attack followed by 2 normal attack, then a weapon skill. Riposte, and 1 more skill attack to finish him off. After the battle is over, return to the Round Table Hold and visit Twin Maiden House to purchase the Stone Sword Key. Go back to the Temple of Aigle, Set of Grace, to grab Silversmithing Stone 7 on a corpse hanging over the ledge guarded by an abductor vision. Summer Smithing Stone egg dropped by a turtle scarab sitting on the dead branch in Khalid. Summer Smithing Stone 9 can be found on one of the 4 bodies sitting in chair at the base of the tower in Khalid.
Well, I took you no man to lay out your own.
And finally, to make your character even stronger, we can use the power of Great Rune and unlock more talisman slot. Godric Great Rune is a good choice because it can increase all my attribute by +5. To get this Great Rune, you have to defeat Godric in Stormveil Castle.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished. Smoldering with thy meager flame. Cover of the night. bathed in rays of gold.
After defeating Godric, head to the Divine Tower of Limgrave to claim his rune. To activate the Great Rune, first you need to equip it to your rune slot at the Site of Grace and consume a rune arc to get the benefit for this buff. You can get rune arc through exploration or buy it from merchants. Just remember the buff will last until you die. To unlock another talisman slot, we need to defeat one more Remembrance boss, Renala, Queen of the Full Moon in Raya Lucaria Academy.
Little Rani, my dear daughter, weave thy night into being.
Where did he flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence he hides. There are books and light aplenty, dither not.
After defeating her, talk to Enya at Round Table Hall to unlock an additional talisman slot.
Only fine. You have earned now to become the fingers.
You can put the green tartar talisman in this slot to increase your stamina recovery speed. And now our build is complete. From here you can start defeating all bosses in Limgrave, Liurnia, or even Khalid without breaking a sweat with this overpowered build. To find out the location of each boss in this game, you can download my Elden Ring checklist, link in the description below. The way this build works is first you can consume the Crystal Tears, cast Golden Vow, and Flame Grand Strength incantation.